Good evening. I rarely say good evening. I think that should be loud enough, right? Can you hear the music? How are you guys doing? Flomo sliders? What sliders? You lived? I did live. Sorry, I had to take a break. My knees are still killing me. I'm not like tired. It's just my muscles can't take it anymore. Boomer knees? Yeah, for real though. How's everyone's week? Elliot Choi merch? Hell yeah, gotta rep. Gotta support our friends. It's almost time for nappies? Yeah, I apologize. This stream was originally supposed to be tomorrow. But I forgot I'm hanging out with Mr. BTMC. We're gonna be building his key cult tomorrow on his stream, so be sure to tune into his stream tomorrow. I think it's gonna start around midday-ish. I forget the time. Yeah. My cat crazed coworker appreciates your desk mat I have on my office desk. Yo! How are you doing, T-cards? I have another desk mat coming. Also has cats. BTMC, yeah. I'm sorry I missed your thing. I completely forgot my backpacking trip was overlapping with yours. But hope your performance went well. Go to bed, it's late? What do you mean? It's only 8:41. Too late for me, but have a good night. Alright, Lemon Pit, have a good night. Cloud OP with the 10 months, thank you. Tokyo Ghoul cosplay. No, not really. Oh no, Catboy with the 2 months. Sojop with the 8. Shade Sheen with the 16. Just call me Table with the 1 year, thank you. Opal Vodka with the 9. Super Megusta with the 1 year. Inomu Shiki, can I come by your place again? I think I left my glasses there. Wait, is this a bait? I haven't found any glasses. Inomu Shiki. It's been weeks since our sewathon. Did you actually leave glasses here? Major W with the 11 months. Cheese Lover with the 17. Will the OnlyFans nude ban affect your content you post on there? Asking for a friend. Okay, buddy. Kim Jong-un with the 25. Haya with the 6. Arpsha with the 9. Zhongji Wang with the 8. Brown Bear with the 4. Wizbriggs with the tier 1. Puff MTD with the 7. Derpterbro with the 4. Hellcat Types with the 3. And an Asian invasion thing with the 4 months. 선생님 유튜브 덕분에 해피 해킹 분해하고 윤활까지 너무 잘 마쳤습니다. 감사합니다. 우 감사합니다. What's the color of your hair? Well, it was silver. It's been 3 weeks now. Dang, that's crazy. Can you guys believe it's already been 3 weeks? Has it been 3 weeks? No, 1, 2, yeah, this is the 3rd week since I've re-dyed it. This year is almost over, guys. It's about to be 2022 soon. This year is going by too fast. Yeah. Are you going to watch F1 this weekend? I might be busy. I cannot say this yet, or I can't divulge details, but I'm gonna be on a shoot as part of a campaign this weekend. You guys might see my face on some major, let's just say some major apps. But yeah, I'm being taken out to a studio and we're gonna film some stuff. Burger King ad? No, unfortunately not Burger King. I'm not a big fan of Burger King. I haven't had Burger King much, but it ranks pretty low for my fast food tier. TikTok ad? No, not TikTok. I'm getting my Shiba Inu pup in a few days. Oh, lucky. Shiba Inus are cute. Their Impossible Whopper is god tier. Really? I asked Haas about the backpacking and he was so proud of you. Dude, that trip was hard. I don't know how many of you guys backpack, but it was hard. Yeah, but I survived. How far did you walk? It was like a 18-ish mile round trip, but there's a lot of elevation. Good luck to whoever's getting a Shiba. It's so much work. Lamo, I lost my streak. Jay, yo, what's up? All right. I think you lost weight. I don't know. I think, well, my weight stayed the same. If anything, maybe it's a lot of water that I just burned off. Yeah. After the build, I don't know, maybe I can show you guys some of the footage. I did vlog. Well, it's not really a vlog. It's just more of like a slideshow of video clips of nature. I was way too tired to actually vlog, but I did film a lot. So maybe I can show you some clips. All right. Oh, I missed you guys. Good to be back in society. Today we're gonna take a look. Oh, where did my knife go? Lost my knife. Was there a lot of smoke or did it seem hazy? You know, there was a decent bit of haze. I don't think it was smoke. There was no fire that I was aware of, but it was just foggy in general. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, okay. So we got sent 2 desk mats. Bro, I saw smoke up in Portland when I was visiting. Oh, maybe there was a fire that I was unaware of. But yeah, it was kind of foggy. So this is the second Monokei collab in the series. Is this second? Yeah, it's the second. The first one was a Tomo. And now we have a collab with Singa. And they have a 60% for pre-order. Oh, it's third. Wait, what was the first? There was Tomo. What was the first one? Oh, Hidari. Okay, never mind. I lied. I completely forgot. It's been so long. This is the third, and this is a collab with Singa. You guys have seen Singa boards quite a bit. I'm a fan of Singa. Boss Lady Elaine does great work. Let's start with the desk mats first. I believe the pre-order goes live tomorrow. I could be wrong. There's probably some Eastern time zone when this goes live. But it's either going live pretty soon or it's already live. And as part of this release, there are some accessories you can purchase. Ooh, 2 of them being cat-themed desk mats. This keyboard is called the Neko. Oh, this is cute. Oh, it's so small. Oh, it's not a full-size desk mat. Ooh, okay. This is so cute though. That's pretty cute. Yeah, this isn't your regular 900 by 400. This is probably, the dimensions are on the website probably. So this is desk mat 1. Yeah, this is more like a mouse pad, sure. Here, ooh, okay, this one's different. Different design. It's a 40% desk mat. I like that one, but wish it was bigger. Yeah, if this was a full size, that would have been perfect. Because I don't really use mouse pads of this size anymore. It's a little awkward for me. But I guess if you're a gamer, you still use small desk mats. Okay, let's check out this second design. Ooh, second design. I kind of like. I do like the first one better though. Let me remove this. The first design is my preference. And this is the second design. It's just got Nekos everywhere. I kind of like the very playful nature of these art styles. Kind of cartoony, kind of cute, kind of whimsical design. I like. Nathan, you have weird hair. It's been months since I've seen you. Oh, it's Weo, dude. What's up? Yeah, I've been dyeing my hair the past month or two now. Okay, let's stick. I guess we can do this. We'll show off both designs for today's stream. Okay, so both of these desk mats are available on the Monokei's website. If you purchase them separately from your order, from your keyboard, you will get them shipped earlier. You're gonna have to pay for double shipping, obviously, since they're separate orders. If you care about getting your desk mats and accessories quicker, order these separately from your keyboard. If you order it with your keyboard, they will all ship together, which will be much later, since the keyboards require much more time for production. Double shipping from Monokei? I can't see why anyone would be in a rush to get their desk mats first. But like, if getting the desk mat first is really important to you, you can make a separate order. Okay, first thing I noticed, this box is really light. Really light. What tier of crime am I on for packing my homemade case with the foam case from my PC box? I have no idea what you just said. Where did my mouse go? What? Oh, I'm stupid. Alex types, thinking about 18 months. Pew Pew Laser, thinking about 8 months. How was your hiking trip? We can get to my hiking trip once I start building it. Well, let's unbox this first. I haven't talked about it yet. Kersong, thank you for the 28 months. Blowjay with the 20 months. What is this stream time? My East Coast schedule can't handle this. Yeah, sorry about East Coast viewers. It's a 40? No, this is not a 40. Okay, so we have the PCB here. A lot of Monokei stickers. Ooh, so this is the plate. Nice. Is this hot swap? Ooh, okay, short stream. We got hot swap. Some hardware. Then we have the case. So Jim. Then what's all this? That's just foam. Not foam. This is just fill up the negative space. I like these bags. This one's got a bluish, sorry, navyish tone. This one's got a green, dark green. Kind of nice. How we open this up. These bags are sick? Yeah. I mean, this is trash. It'll eventually end up in the trash. But it's a nice little touch. Guys, you're all wrong. It's not a 30, 40, 50, or 60. It's your... Okay. How you think about Keychron Q1? I did see it got released. I haven't seen any footage though. I've just been trying to recover and do other stuff at the moment. I have not seen any Keychron K1 videos. I don't know, maybe we can watch some after the build. All right, this here This is the Neko. This looks beautiful. Ooh, that's the weight. If you chop off the numero, does that make it an HKV? Okay. This is the front. Whoa, Mr. Lightning! Thank you so much for the raid. I was lurking on your stream while eating dinner. How was your poop scoop? Oh my goodness. It was good, it was good. We can talk about my backpacking experience after, once I start building the board. But let's show off the board first. Welcome Raiders. We are checking out the Neko today. And this is a non-finalized copper plate, I believe. Let's check out this plate. I've been told the official production unit, they will not have flex cuts. This is an earlier version plate. They just wanted to show, they wanted me to show off the copper plate for any of you guys interested. Is this? Okay, looks like both of these. No, this is different. I think this is the final. Because there's a cut here, whereas there's no cut here. So we have two plate options today. What does chat want? Let's also check out the PCB. Attention. Huh. Okay, that's the first. Oh, someone opened this. PC plate? You guys want PC? We can take a vote. And very cute PCB. Looks like it's using KO hot swap. Designed by Mr. Yankar. He also did the PCBs for the Tomo. I don't know if he's done it for the Hidari, I forget. I didn't build the Hidari, so can't say, but Mr. Yankar does good work. Very nice guy. Okay, let's build this. Wait, this is gonna be so short. I thought it was soldered. He also did PCB for Stellar 65 12? Yeah, he does a lot of PCB work. Let's take a vote. Do you guys want me to build it? Oh no, is the bot down? Oh, vote yes for polycarb, no for copper. I guess we could do two builds. I mean, it's hot swap for like a 40%-ish. This is gonna be really quick. This is not gonna be a long stream, chat. Brandon, thanks for the 9 months. You, me, IRL with the bits, thank you. Deranging with the 7. T Migu, thank you so much for the 5 months. Okay, you guys voted copper. Interesting. Okay, I do need access to this. Let's open this up. Both? You know what? Yeah, F it. Let's just do both. This is gonna be so short. Do I even need to do stabs? Yes, I do. We need 1/7U. Oh, I'm stupid. Hot swap anyway? Yeah, it is hot swap. Let me just confirm. It uses a 7U, right? I thought I saw 7U. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a 7U. Wait, there's only one stab on this. Legit just one stab the spacebar, okay. It's gonna be omega short. What is the pricing in the US? Their website is in Singaporean dollars. I did the conversion, I think. So the Neko retails for 510 Singaporean dollars. I think that comes out to around 374 pre-shipping. I already tuned this too. This is gonna be super short. Just kidding, this is a 625. I lied. It's just Joinka wire. No. This is harvested from an old build. I didn't actually tune it for the stream. This is just harvested. Yeah. Justin Park, yo, welcome back for 2 months. How are you doing? And let's just tune a stab. We'll go full iced out for this. Hand the TT, thank you so much for the 3 months. Cheers from Brazil, hello. Ace of Spades into 9 months. Can't believe this, man? What do you mean can't believe this, man? What'd I do? How do you wash your desk mats? Oh, do you wash your desk mats? Yes. I throw it in the washing machine. I just use regular detergent. And that's it. You can also tumble on low to speed up the drying process. Assuming you purchase desk mats from the major enthusiast vendors, desk mats are machine washable. Washing machine, Sag. What? He just gets new ones to put on top of old ones? That is also true, yes. Wash Taeha type desk mat? Yes, you can throw it in the washing machine. Taeha type's desk mat, it is machine wash safe. Yo, Mr. Heinebush, how are you doing? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. How are you, Mr. Heinebush? Hand wash? You can hand wash too. Yeah. Real good, dude. Awfully busy as always. That's nice. That's good to hear. What's the worst thing that you've spilt on a desk mat? I have spilt pho. That's probably the worst. Are you from LA? Yes. Too bad mine white TT mat has solder burns. Okay, solder burns, I don't think those come off. That's on you. Solder burns were a little intense. Heine Ibis tomorrow. Oh, is that tomorrow? I did see his playlist got leaked. The playlist idea, pretty cute. I like it. The pho mat? Yeah, only OGs remember the pho mat. Very different times. I PM'd you on Discord? You drive a hard bargain, Heine. Yeah. Imagine getting a new desk mat every time you soiled your current desk mat. That is an option. That is something to consider. Ayo leaks? No, I can't leak. I killed a bug and it got blood on my white TT desk mat. I'm pretty sure blood can be washed off. Although if it's been a long time, it might be too late. Did you see the Spider-Man trailer? Ooh, I haven't. Did you guys see the live action reveal for Cowboy Bebop? I'm kind of hyped for it. The cast seems nice. The cast and set looks pretty dank. Yeah. Oh, you saw it, Hellcat types? Nice. John Cho looks hype, not gonna lie. Yeah. I'm a fan of John Cho being the main. Cowboy Bebop looks kind of bomb. Yeah, I know we talked about dub and live action before, but I have high hopes for this. But we'll see how it gets adapted. I'm gonna avoid the trailer and let myself be surprised. That's a good idea too. I feel like for a lot of action movies, trailers tend to reveal a lot. John Cho in Star Trek was good. He's got this. It for sure looks better than Death Note's live action. Oh, I haven't seen Death Note live action. How are your legs? Dude, my legs are dying. I got scratched up quite a bit too. I mean, they're like very surface level scratches, but man, it was an experience. Okay, so first day, let me send you guys the trail. So we went to Thousand Island Lakes. Which looks beautiful in pictures, by the way. So this is the place we went to. Oh wait, chat's covering. Hold on, I'm gonna cover chat for a bit. Dude, this looks gorgeous. There was a little bit of snow when we went. It wasn't a lot. It was kind of like this, yeah. There was just snow in the crevices, but not a whole lot. But yeah, this is it was around the 18-ish mile hike. It was 18-ish miles hike, round trip, so it's not even that bad. It's like 7, 8 miles one way. The issue was the elevation. Legit, the first 4 miles of like the 7, 8 miles one way, it's just pure incline. Over 4 miles, you climb around you climb around 4,500 feet in elevation over the course of 4 miles. So that's what wrecked us. On top of acclimating to the lower oxygen and higher altitude, that wrecked me so much. Did you have trouble breathing? Yeah, like after the first mile-ish, I had to take a break. I thought I had to tap out, low-key. I legit thought I had to tap out. Because I just wasn't ready. I didn't know what to expect. I had never done that kind of hiking. Plus, I didn't train for this at all. I just kind of went in blind. And my backpack came out to like around 30-ish pounds. So hiking with 30 pounds extra, throwing off your center of gravity, we're already starting, the hike starts at around like 6,000 feet already. So we're already starting from a higher point than what I'm normally used to, and then you go up to like 10.5K above. That wrecked me. Yeah. How long did the whole thing take? So we arrived there, we started at the trailhead at 3 p.m. And then we climbed 2-ish miles in 3 hours because we needed to find camping before the sunlight ran out. So within 3 hours, we did 2 miles of just pure incline. And then we set up camp the first day. I still had service on day 1, so I posted about it. And yeah, that was day 1. For food, we took some real food, but the majority of our meals were dehydrated packages that you rehydrate with water. It was not bad actually. I was expecting the food to be like MRE level, like the military food stuff, but it was actually, considering it was dehydrated packages, it was actually very good. How heavy was your load? Around 30 pounds. Yeah. 30 pounds, and then probably 5 pounds of it, probably like 5 to 7 pounds was probably just my gear. Because I was vlogging with my EOS R, and I took an RF lens. So that was not light. And then I took one film camera, but I sold all my point and shoots. So my film camera was probably like another 2 pounds-ish. Any lessons learned? Oh yes, I learned so many lessons. I also packed. So we were there for 3 days, right? I took 3 like t-shirts, 3 pairs of boxer briefs, like 3 pairs of socks. I didn't change until once. I didn't shower for 3 days. I legit just wore my sun hoodie all 3 days because it was hot. Go commando? Yeah, eventually, after the first day, I took off my boxers. I just went in my shorts. Showering not worth it? Yeah. If I were to do it again, well, I will do it again. I enjoyed it despite the struggles. I will probably pack less clothing, if at all. Like everyone outdoors is like, you know, they're all smelly. No one cares. I thought I would have like time to shower. Legit, no one in our party showered. We didn't have time for that. So yeah, I would take less clothes. Cass, hello! PCB is flipped? What do you mean? No, it's not. Oh, plate is on wrong way. Yes. Whoops. Yeah, so 1, I would take less clothes. 2, I will definitely... So the issue, I don't think... How do I put this? Would I take less gear next time? I think next time I would still take my same amount of gear, but maybe get smaller equivalents. Yeah, my film camera was way too heavy. It would have been nice to like have a camera that I can just clip to my belt or something. And then trying to vlog with my setup was too much. I'd maybe go for something smaller. But looking back at the footage, like I struggled carrying all that gear. But looking back at the footage, I'm like, wow, you know, it paid off. It does look amazing on camera, and I'm glad I documented it. And like, this is something I can look back on too. So I would take gear again. Just, I might try to find the equivalent small ones. For the belt clip, maybe you can consider something like the Peak Design Aperture. Yeah, I probably could. It's just all my film cameras, they're all bulky, so I don't want it on my belt. Even if I had a belt clip, like it's heavy. Like my film camera probably weighs like 2 pounds. I don't want that on, whereas I can just have like a, you know, a point and shoot. Oh my, Uraps, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, see you. Yura says see you tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing Miss Yura tomorrow for the first time. We're both gonna be going over to Mr. Ed's place, and we're gonna babysit him building his key cult. Hope your stream went well. Keeping the weight off your back is key. Oh yes, so the first 2 days I was vlogging, and I legit, I was like capturing footage while hiking. So I was always holding my camera with one hand and trying to hike. That made it hard. But the 3rd day I didn't vlog, I just put the camera in my bag, and that was so much easier. Like just holding a camera, that makes it so much harder because it like throws off your balance. You only have one hand to like, you know, wiggle around with. Yeah, that was hard. Peak Design camera clip mounts on backpack strap. I know, yeah. Do more core workouts, bro? Okay, Cass. Oh, also Cass. I went to Cloud today. Dude, he was very meticulous. I like. It was almost scary. He had like a aura to him. I was like sweating. But yeah, he's really good. Yeah, I like him. Thank you for the rec. we talked about you. Also, the weight of the bag must be on your hips. Yes, I also did not get my backpack fitted for the first day, or the first mile, I guess. So that also wrecked me the first day. But my friends taught me how to do it, and then it was much easier afterwards. Yeah. Hey, I think no rattle. So basically you have a big dumpy now? Dude, I definitely got a bigger dumpy from this trip. It must have increased my dumpy size. Yeah, but would I do it again? I definitely would. I had a great time. I think the view was definitely worth it. It was very nice to, you know, just kind of get away from society, have no computers or phones, not worry about work. It's nice to breathe in fresh air. Yeah, like legit the whole trip, I didn't think about work. I was just clear-minded. You know, got to talk, have some deep talks with the other party members. It was a group of 4 of us that went. Are you sunburnt? Dude, my nose is sunburnt. Yeah, my nose got burnt. Didn't you bring your phone? I did bring my phone, but I didn't really use it. And then after day 1, there was no cell service. I don't have like games or anything on my phone, so if there's no service on my phone, it's pretty useless. Other than as a camera. A whole shade darker. Oh, also next time, I think we will probably take less dehydrated food. It's like those dehydrated packets, they're not light. And I think our party came to the conclusion we could probably bring like equivalently weighed actual food that we can cook that would taste much better. So that's probably what we would do next time. Buy less of the dehydrated packets and bring actual food to cook. You don't have Wild Rift on your phone. No, I don't have Wild Rift on my phone. What is the stream timing? It's a random unannounced stream time. Go pack rafting next time. You can bring way more stuff and it's more fun. Oh, what's pack rafting? Packet gourmet best camp food, I see. Make your own dry food? Yeah, that's true. You know, oh, we did bring jerky. For our snacks, we had a ton of granola. We had some cuties. We had cheese, salami. I think that's it. Oh, Cliff Bars, yes. We also had Cliff Bars, yeah. You pack all your stuff on a raft and float down the river with it. Oh, that's kind of spooky. Why don't you come live so often? What does that mean? Oh, you mean why don't I stream as often? I've been a little busy this month. I normally stream 3 times a week. But yeah, I was on a backpacking trip this past weekend. So I was preparing for it and also recovering. Beef jerky is not good for hiking. It renders your hydration moot. Oh. Wait, why is beef jerky recommended as like a hiking snack then? But I mean, I guess that's a good point. Since it is dehydrated food, it probably dehydrates you eventually. But it's a good source of protein, no? Like it's just meat. It lasts longer? Oh, that's true. Yeah, water for us thankfully was not an issue. There was pretty much like a stream for half the hike, so we didn't really worry about not being near a water source or not being able to replenish our water. I don't think it's actually recommended, it's just like stereotype food. Oh, I see. But I guess from a like longevity standpoint, jerky does last a while. You don't need to worry about it being like refrigerated or out in the sun. I guess from that aspect, people like jerky. Did you filter with tablets as well as a pump or just pump? We just used the Be-Free filtering thing. Some of the party members did have like drops that they put in, but me and Christian, we just got Be-Free filters. Homemade jerky is where it's at. Ooh, if I could make my own jerky, I probably would. But don't you need like a dehydrating, I don't know, vacuum or something? Cabinet? Did you get parasites? I did not. Where did you custom order the parts that you're using now? Yes. This case is available from Monokei. I have a link on the build command. These switches are a flanken switch. They are mixed with alpacas and NovelKey cream switches. The desk mat is also from Monokei. That's what the balcony is for? I don't have a balcony. What are Creampacas? It's a Franken switch, yes. This person hikes. Would you recommend Switch Couture's Alice board? Yes. I have played around with the early versions of it. It's very nice. Did you see the new NovelKeys? Ooh, I haven't. I did see Big Mike posted a second update. Not second, but another video. I haven't seen it yet. NK's cream stems are too big to use in JWK tops now. Really? Can you no longer make Creampacas with newer JWK tops? These are probably V1 alpacas. These aren't the V2s. Where did you get the ring on your middle finger? This is from Bing Bang NYC. I have a command, exclamation rings. Heisenberg licensed keycap set coming soon. Oh, I did know about that. That I knew about. Okay, this is it for the build. Shall we see if this works? Okay, oh wait. MNK 50. Interesting. Okay, board works fine. Let us assemble this thing. Keone with the 29 months. Hello. Where is... Why do some people think that the tofu case is not good? What is not good about it? I mean, several things. The tofu doesn't have the best machining or anodizing quality. That's what people, I mean, that's probably the most objective thing. The tofu is a harsh, it does have a harsh bottom out experience by default, which a lot of people gravitate away from after they've been in the hobby for a while, I feel like. And there's a bit of elitism too. A lot of people just like to talk bad about cheaper boards just because it's cheap. Buyer's remorse. Well, I don't think the tofu is a bad board. Oh crap, I just lost. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be one more screw. Where did the last screw go? Oh no. Oh, I found it. Woo! Okay, we're gonna put aside this copper plate for now. This weight felt loose. Let me tighten this. Yeah, it's wiggly. It's definitely see how they did the other side of the weight. Ooh, that is almost stripped. Okay, so this is a prototype unit. They've manhandled it, but do I want to remove this? This might strip it. Well, it already looks stripped. That's getting close. No, this weight is definitely tight. This one's not wiggling. This one does have some slight tolerance mishaps, but oh, that's a nice touch. I did not notice. So the weight has engraving. It's got both companies' logos, but then once you install it, oh, okay, you can see it. I just didn't notice it at first. You can definitely see it through. Nice. I flipped it? Did I? Oh wait, I'm stupid. It's late. Oh wait. Now there's no rattle. Maybe I was right. Right, no more rattle. Now you can't see the logo from the back. No, it makes sense it's this way. It's countersunk screws. Yeah, you can see they're almost stripped. It's countersunk. There is a weight to it. I think they installed it improperly the first time. That's why it was rattling. Okay, so I've been told you should install the PCB into the top piece first. And then this fixture goes down on the case like so. Okay, pretty easy. Really easy. They just screwed it. They countersunk, but I think there's charm. Yeah, it would have been cool to see their logos through the outside, but I mean, it's on the bottom. How often are you going to turn over? No one's going to turn over their keyboard just to look at the logos of whatever company is involved. Visual Murder, thanks for the 5 months. KVM Kamikog? What? KVM IKVG, thanks for the 2 months. Glad I made it back? Yeah. I'm glad I made it back. Can you burger mount this? Was I sent? I wasn't sent any washers. I guess theoretically you could, yes. Did you vlog the trip? I did. Okay, let me tighten these screws. Yeah, so the way the two halves are held, they're pretty similar to the K, if you've seen the K, or you can refer to the build VOD when I build it. And that's it. There's 4 screws holding everything. Install the feet. GG Jervda, thanks so much for the bits. Rumble JC thing with 8 months. Brand of tools he uses. These are from Weehaw. I have a command exclamation gear. It should link you to most of the things I use. Any merch updates? Yes, it is just stuck at sea somewhere. That is the update. It's en route via a ship. It's gonna be a month or two until it arrives here. I cannot peel this with the tweezer. Do you like boards with more bezel to them? That depends. I generally am not a fan of big bezels, but I feel like it's really design dependent. Like I don't necessarily hate a board because it has bezels. I think if it plays well with the design, then I'm okay with it. Cases being like, you know, Norbaforce, the case back here, that's got massive bezels, but I like it. Some of RamaWorks' boards have pretty big bezels, like the U80, but I'm a fan of it. It works nicely with the design. Really depends. Are you working with vendors so we can get the merch much easier and cheaper? What do you mean by that? Yes and no. This merch was produced by an apparel company. It's a collab of sorts, if you will. And then distribution I will be handling myself, but I do get business rates for shipping as well. So yes and no. Did you ever rebuild your U80? I haven't, but I mean it's just it's hot swap, so I haven't built it yet or rebuilt it. Did you see Wildcat's setup video? I have not. Okay, that's it for the case. What keycap set to put on this chat? Do we do a GMK? Oh! Oh, this is from the bag. There's only 4 mounting posts. Woo! Froyo? Oh, I wish I had Froyo. I don't have Froyo. That's a set I missed out on. Are you shipping from your house? No, I am not shipping from my house. All clear? I don't have clear keycap. Okay, we got 2 options. Vote yes for white on black, no for future funk. Yellow Apple, thanks for the tier 1. Lantern Monty's with the 10 months, thank you. Vexus Games with the 1 year. Dancing Dragon with the 2 months. 789 with the 1 year too. A lot of 1 years today. Thank you, thank you. Mr. Apex Keyboard with the 14 months, thank you. Julian Zazaza with the 1 year too. If want socks that last a week? Yes, I definitely know Darn Tough. I've worn their socks in the past just for like regular hiking purpose or regular like neighborhood stuff. All right, you guys want feature funk? Let's do feature funk. Task with the 13, thank you. Temujin with the 1 year. So many 1 years today. Palette Q with the 9 months. Owen Corona with the 200 bits, thank you. KBD Be Wondering with the 15 months, thank you. L Brody, sorry I missed your tip. Soda Poppin's keyboard died, so he was looking for a new one. Someone had recommended the Razer Huntsman. Time to slide into his DMs easy. We'll see. I'm too small for Soda Poppin. I also don't really know much about him. I've never consumed his content. Okay, I like the accent keycaps. No! I can't use it. Oh my, I need to look up keycap sizes for this. What is the sizing? Monokei Neko Keycap. I swear I saw a key. Oh, I found it. 1 point. Where is it? 1.75. Well. Oh, this. Dude, what is this layout? So do these go here? Holy moly, what the fudge? Oh no! It's okay. You can use row 3 caps lock or controller? Okay. We'll just go with whatever's on their product listing. They have a reference layout. UI. They use a 1U back. Hey, this comes with 1U backspace. That's what this is for, right? That's kind of crazy. Okay, so they use a short control here. Do I even have that? Oh no, they just use a 125. Dude, I am not gonna type fast on this today. BS key, yeah. Wait. These aren't even the right profile, I just realized. Oh my, I'm tilted. Enter, does this come with short enter? I'm gonna guess probably not. That's a, we can use control or caps lock. I guess we put caps lock there. And then, is that a short shift? It is short shift. So scuffed, yeah, this is the life of a 40% user. We are experiencing the pains of the 40% community. But the question is whether they should be feeling this pain or not. The question is, can this pain be prevented? And I think the answer is yes. Oh, I don't have another I don't have Omega short shift on here. Oh no, I do. This does have Omega short shift. And then just a regular FN key. It can be prevented by not using the 40%, true. Okay, 70 spacebar. And then let's do alts. Where are my 1.5 alts? No, it's 125. It's not 1.5. And then I was hoping there would be some cool artisan keycaps. Not artisan, novelty keycaps, but there are not. Yeah, I guess this is it. Oh, wait. No, that's not the right profile. No, this is it. I blame Hub Kickstarter for alienating the majority of Keycap. I don't even think. I mean, the Hub did definitely expedite it. I think even if Hub wasn't, even without Hub, I think the 40% would have naturally excommunicated themselves. Yeah, Doctor Who, hello. You think so? Yeah, I think so. I think 40% is very here's my thought on 40%. Like, it is functional. I don't disagree with that, but I don't think it provides, I don't know, I can't see the benefit. Yes, it is nice that everything is within reach of home row with just one key and you can do crazy layering stuff. I don't know if that's necessarily better though. And it's better not to move the hands at all. Sure, it's not better to, I mean, sure, I do get that. Like, it is nice that you can hit everything with one row. But I don't know if that's better. Like, why do I need to, I don't care for the fact that I have to move my hand here. I don't know. It's not the end of the world. It's like, I don't even type numbers that often. I don't know. But 40s, I mean, they do have an avid crowd. If you like 40s and you can use it, good for you. But I think 40s will always struggle to reach critical mass of adoption. There's no logic this falls in the want category. No, there is reasoning behind why people use 40%. I just don't think it's worth the, why is this loose? That should not be loose. Did you put the gaskets? I wasn't sent gaskets. Maybe there was something in here. No, this is just... Hold on. I could have sworn I saw gaskets installed. I can see the gaskets. Why is this so loose? Gaskets are on one side of the case? Oh, is it only on one? That could be an explanation, yes. Let me see if they're watching. Are the Monokei folks here? Maybe you should throw it at your Alice like Simon. Definitely not. Oh my goodness, 3 raids? Martini Monsters, thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Welcome, raiders. We were almost about to type on this. We're running into some complications. But we are checking out the... Oh, it is only on one side. We're checking out the Neko board from Monokei and Singa. There's gaskets here, but there's no gasket. Hold on. Hold on, I might have extra gaskets. Wait. Okay. These aren't the official. Oh, but that's a pretty close match in length. Maybe crisis averted. These are extra key cult gaskets. They're pretty similar in length. Thickness, I have no idea on thickness. These are definitely, they're definitely thinner though than this. I can show you guys the difference. There is a difference in thickness. Maybe it's not that bad. We'll see. If one layer is enough to stop the plate from shifting around, I think we're gonna stick with one. I think double stacking is gonna be too thick. John B, thanks for the 15 months. I still owe you switches. No worries. How are you doing? Warlord Kingdom, welcome back for a year. Long time no see. Mr. Bonar, thank you so much for 7 months. Swift, Ishario, thank you so much for bits. I have to ask about the hair, Brink the Thunder. Well, if you watch my latest vlog, check out, type in exclamation video. It'll explain my hair situation. Weren't there gaskets? No, those were feet for the case. Those are not gaskets. This song is on loop? Wait, holy crap, why is this? Oh no, the song is just that long. Gaskets were not in the other bag, they were feet for the case. I only had one bag. Goes gray but not bald? What does that even mean? Okay. Attempt number 2. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, that's way better. Now it's firm. Okay, nice. One layer is enough. And this won't be an issue with your production unit. This is a prototype, so I'm not sure why this prototype unit would be missing gaskets on one side, but this should be flushed out for any pre-order participants. A non-violent solution to the K syndrome? Wait, what's the K syndrome? First time I'm hearing about this K syndrome. And you thought this was gonna be a short stream? I thought it was Atomic Candy. It's okay, we still have tons of time. I need to make up for not streaming this week too. These are extra gasket stuff. Let's put these back on. Yeah. I have a question. Plate rattles when you shake it. Wait, on the K? Mine doesn't shake. I don't know what you guys are talking about. My plate doesn't shake. I thought it was a big long gasket on the bottom to make it look like a heart. What? K rattle is fake. Mine is fine too. Yeah, it's probably just an one-off issue, which is unfortunate. Oh, none of my Monokei or Singa boards have had rattling issues though. That's a pretty bad issue to have though. If you don't install the internals correctly, it shakes. Ah, user error, you're saying. Simon made a video about K-Shake. Ah! Ah! Why am I not surprised? Okay, let's weigh this. You know what's dangerous? This is one thing I don't like about the hobby right now. How do I put this? The hobby at the moment, you look like you lost weight. Thank you. I think I gained though. I don't know if it's just an issue with this hobby or anything in general at the moment, but let's say keyboard content creators, it's in a state right now where nobody can become a somebody overnight. I'm not saying that this isn't like towards any specific creator. This is just a blanket statement. With the hype that keyboards have right now, nobody can become somebody overnight. And then people just eat up like their one experience with a product as like truth, which is very dangerous. And I don't think that's necessarily the content creator's fault, but like, I don't know what's up with keyboard people. Like somebody says something and then it just spreads like wildfire as truth. Like we've got to stop doing that. Like just because one person, even if they're an established creator and they have issues with a certain product, like that's still a one-off case, right? Like they haven't tried multiple units. It's possible they just had bad luck of the draw. Like we shouldn't, I guess what I'm trying to say is watch multiple videos, watch multiple builds before you go to a Discord and say, oh, did you see, you know, this, whatever. Like they're all just isolated instances in my opinion. He said he talked to multiple people who had the same issue. Okay, I guess if multiple people experienced something, that has more backing to it. I don't know. This is my first time I've heard about this K rattle. Yeah. COVID is making memes in fact. I don't know, maybe. All right, we finished the build. Let's weigh this. We haven't even done the typing test yet. So no foam, no tape. This is just how the board weighs with the polycarbonate plate. Ooh, it's an even 700 grams. fully built. 1 pound, 8.7 ounces. Makes me sad you have to say no foam, no tape. I know, Lightning. I'm not opposed to tape mod. After trying tape mod, you know, it's pretty benign. I don't know the science behind it, but it seems to have some kind of effect. It's not bad as, you know, shoving foam everywhere. But I know there are people that are going crazy with this right now. They're like buying silicone, they're buying putty, like they're putting PE foam. Just stop. Just stop. Like, why? Would you do that to your MacBook? Do people go and buy MacBooks? Do they shove foam in there to make it quieter? No, you don't do that. Just use it the way it's meant to be. I saw someone pour concrete into their case. Concrete is a much more extreme. There's partly humor value to that, part science. I think concrete keyboards are cool. There are concrete keyboards. Individuals I've met in the past have actually made boards out of concrete, but yeah. Okay. People are using Play-Doh. Yeah, I mean, it gets the views. I don't know. That's why I haven't really consumed that kind of content, nor put out content like that either. There's someone who did make a concrete keyboard. Yeah, I've seen concrete keyboards, which is different from filling your keyboard with concrete. Okay. Let us. Can we get the bot live? While I take the screenshot. How do get this up? 3, 2, 1. Boom. Tell us your opinions on Keep Talk. Oh, whoa, Miss Boss Lady, is there not 8 in the bag? Wait, I swear there's no bag for gaskets, Elaine. I wasn't sent bags for gaskets. This came installed with the gaskets on the bottom? Were there gaskets in here? No, I just wasn't sent any gaskets. Yeah, this is all that I got. I just got extra screws. Yeah, it had gaskets on the bottom, not the top. I did install a layer of these are Keycap gaskets, but it's not the same. There should be another layer on the yeah, we realized the top didn't have it, so I installed my own. It's a little better now. Yeah, and then we're just gonna show off both. I know this is the prototype plate, but I don't know, in case people like copper. All right, this is going to be the first typing test in about a week on a layout. Hold on, let's reprogram. Oh my goodness. Let's reprogram this. I gotta figure out which layout to put. Escape? We don't need that for a typing test. Oh, we're actually just stuck. We're just stuck to a 1 new backspace. Okay, I guess we have no choice. ASDF. Everything's normal. Okay. Okay. How do I alt? Oh, this is tab. No, where's tab? What? Oh, this is Windows? No. Left Alt. Left Windows. Oh, but I have no control. How do people use this layout? I need control for sure. Okay, let's make this control then. What the heck is on layer 1? You know what? I never use right alt. Let's make this Windows. Okay, so this way I can still alt tab. Okay. Pause the music. All right. Point the mic down. Move via. Remove the filters on the mic. Hold on. Okay, this is going to be the typing test of the Monokei x Singa Neko keyboard, built with a polycarbonate plate, hot swap PCB, Creampacas, Lube 205 grade 0, and TX switch filmed. Keycap set is Future Funk. All right, here we go. Oh. God, I can't type on this. I just did in backspace. Hold on, is this shift? Is there a shift to this? There is no shift, right? I'm just tripping. How do I type numbers? I'm not gonna. 135. Fudge. It's been a while since I typed. Okay, these are what the mods sound like. Keep in mind, different profile. This is technically, I guess, wrong profile. This sounds pretty deep. Well, okay, it's clacky, but considering there's no foam, you can have good boards without foam. Like, it doesn't sound hollow. There's a deepness to it, even though Creampacas, these are pretty clacky switches. This sounds pretty good. And there's a lot of bounce to this. It's not thermal levels of bouncing, but it's very comfortable. I like this a lot. Yeah, even like right at the edge. Normally boards, I feel like they suffer. I mean, num row usually sound, this isn't num row, but towards the top they tend to sound good. Bottom row tends to suffer, but this sounds pretty nice for the bottom row too. Keep in mind, I'm not using the correct gaskets, but if anything, I feel like that's, I don't know if that's helping or detracting. These aren't the official gaskets, but this still sounds really good. Exclusive monkey type board? No. All right, so this is what it sounds like with the polycarb. Let's rebuild this with the copper. Just because we can. Okay, we gotta take all this off. What would your top 3 materials for cases be? Standard or not? Well, I haven't tried every material. I would love to see a fully fully carbon fiber case that's not stacked one day. But out of the materials I've tried, I mean, my top material is still probably aluminum. I'm not a huge fan of brass, copper cases. Stainless steel is cool. Well, it was cooler at first. Now I'm a little over stainless steel too. I don't know if I would want a board made entirely out of stainless steel, but stainless steel definitely is nice to use for accent pieces and weights. I'm not that crazy about polished boards either. It's a pain to maintain. Yeah, probably aluminum. Plastic's also nice. I'm a fan of acrylic, polycarbonate. Yeah, there's tons of unexplored materials that would be very expensive for keyboards. Glass? Yeah, I haven't tried a glass keyboard. I don't know if a full-on glass case would sound good though. I'd be too scared to use a glass keyboard. Rubber keyboard? Rubber keyboard. Rubber keyboard might be interesting. Like a very hard rubber. Kind of like what they use for like skateboard wheels. That might be interesting. If someone made a keyboard out of that kind of rubber. Or is that rubber? That's rubber, right? Okay, let's... Wooden, I think we're getting to a point where we might start seeing some wooden boards. Like nice wooden boards that aren't just tray mounts. I mean, wooden keyboards have been around for a long time, just not very many options. But we're starting to see some nice wooden boards come out. Kaze Wood Edition, yeah, there's the Kaze. The Doma is also really nice. I think those are the top two wooden cases off the top of my head. Yeah, neither of them are tray mounts. They actually look beautiful. I don't know how feasible it would be to scale it into, hundreds of units, but at least we're seeing more options. Okay. A keyboard made with Taeha's hair. Okay. Yeah. Marcus Erlinson, thanks so much for the 4 months. Whoa, Mr. Juanta Fonta, welcome back for 26. How are you doing? Are you still cutting hair? I'm sorry you didn't get the other gasket. No need to apologize, Elaine. Not your fault. Yeah, thankfully I had other gaskets. Is this Lo-Fi Legend of Zelda? No, it's not. Is this song really looping? Oh my goodness, it is. It's just straight looping for 40. Dude, this scammed. I got scammed by this playlist. How's this? Let's check this one. Okay, I think this might be copyright free. We'll find out. Okay, I didn't realize I was looping. I don't really pay attention to the music. So my setup, I don't have headphones. I play my music extremely quietly, like I can barely hear it. I don't really listen to music. It's like just quiet enough where I can tell something's playing, but my mic won't pick it up. We'll find out. Famous last words. Okay, Mr. Lightning. You listen to the same song loop? No, it's not Lo-Fi Zelda. Oh, actually, maybe. Maybe this playlist led me down the wrong path. Is it possible to build a keyboard for $300? Yes, definitely. You could easily build a keyboard for under $300. There's some very affordable options like the NK65. I mean, heck, even if you bought the Kara, you would still have money left over for switches and keycaps to fit your $300 bill. Just depends on whether you'll be satisfied with the options at that price point. How about 400? Wait, what kind of question is that? If you can build a keyboard for 300, you can definitely build a keyboard for 400. Wow, late stream, hello, good morning, yeah. I was supposed to stream this tomorrow, but I realized I had other plans. Was the polycarbonate plate flex? I can't speak on flex, I realized. Because these are using improper gaskets, I don't know how much compression is supposed to happen. Maybe I shouldn't speak on the flex, because these are not the ones that are coming with the board. Ooh, Unforgiven, things worth of 13 months. Okay. Plate is off. New plate comes in. How about 3 fid? Yes. How long does it take to lube and film 110 switches in here? I'm very slow. That'll probably take me at least 8 to 9 hours. I'm a very slow luber. Oh wait, is this too tight? One is a little bit tighter. We might have to go middle out for this. I'm currently in the stage of buying the parts for my first build and then want to know if my choice of parts is good. My case is the what is the PSD60? I've never heard of this. Milky yellows are fine. What is PSD60? You did improve the time it takes for the stabs? True. Ooh, hold on. While we're rebuilding this, let me show you guys some of the footage I got. It's gonna be nice. Well, I don't know. We'll see if it's gonna be nice. Oh, I remember. I was gonna ask you guys a question. So, I mean, this video is a departure from regular vlogs. Would you guys rather I just make a slideshow essentially of just like footage of nature, or should I actually do like a voiceover on top of the footage? I was thinking of not doing a voiceover and just playing like peaceful music over scenes of nature. Video? No, I'm gonna do a video. Well, let me show you guys what I mean. Like I just have footage. It's not actually like I'm not actually vlogging is what I'm saying. It's more so I took footage of nature. So I'm not talking in most of these clips. Like it's just like my friends aren't even talking in the majority of these clips. So I was wondering if I should just overlay peaceful music and then just like show the footage, or should I actually like do a voiceover on top of the footage and kind of break the peace, you know? Oh, it's very split. No talkie, voiceover please. No talkie, no voice. We don't mind. All right, I was hoping it'd be a little bit more one-sided, but that's okay. You can do voiceover sometimes to give context. Wouldn't that break the flow though? Like if it's majority quiet and I just like chime in here and there. Yeah, but this was our morning. This was our last morning. Look at that. This is Thousand Island Lake. was so peaceful and nice. Like the reflections on the water were crazy. Yeah, so there was still some snow. You can see snow here. These two white bulbs, that's snow. Still left over. Oh yeah, we had a mini drone too. Oh, that's a rare shot of me talking. I look miserable. Looks super high up. Yeah, this was around 1100 feet. Maybe I'll just roll. Yeah, so we had to take bear canisters too. If you could do any kind of outdoors things in the West Coast, any bear state, you gotta have bear canisters. Put all your food and smelly stuff in there so the bears can't get to it. Yeah, this pot also OP. That little red like fuel, that lasted us 3 days of cooking for 4 guys. Pretty worth, I would say. You can just hang, I guess you could hang it in trees. That is another thing. But we didn't want to deal with like having to climb up trees and that. Yeah. What other stuff? I haven't even looked through all the footage yet. There's a lot. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, awkward. Ooh, this was our first night. Dude, our first night camping site was so nice. Look at that. Imagine just sleeping there on your IRL. Yeah, and with like the sunset. Oh, first night was so good. I mean, every night was good, but back from the shots or from the rolls I took on the trip, I got some very nice images. All this poop talk makes me want to go poop. Yeah, go poop if you need to poop. Pooping is an important aspect of life. We shouldn't be shy to talk about poop. No, not poop pics. I did not take film pics of my poop. That's disgusting. Kimchi Insight, thank you so much for the 7 months. Should I get the mode 65? I took a L on the number 265. I like the mode 65. I would say yeah. I mean, if you need to buy a keyboard, if you have an itch, mode 65 is not a bad option, I would say. Is this a personal build? Yes, this is. Holy, what is up with the raids today? Smiling down. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. I think you are raid party number 5 of the night. Hello. Oh, let me show you guys some of the film footage. No, not film. The film photos I got. I haven't really edited much yet, but let's see. What photo can I show? So this was night 1. We literally camped right by. Oh, so this was. We were right by a dam actually. But yeah, so water wasn't really an issue. It was beautiful. Oh yeah, this is the dam. What camera did you take to the trip? Yes, I took my EOS R. Yeah, we were literally on the other side of this dam. That's where we pitched the first night. Oh, we even. This was our group. We switched to Capture One. I've been trying out Capture One. I've been liking it so far. There are some things I miss from Lightroom days. I don't know if because I've just been ingrained with the Lightroom workflow, but yeah, so far no slowdowns or lagging with Capture One. What else? Oh, yeah, this was on our last day. Look at that view. Look at this, is really tight on here. Is this shot on Lumix? No, these are film. This was shot on my M6 Portra 400 film stock. We even had a mini photo shoot. Yeah, this is Portra 400. Mr. Christian. Yeah, see, I wish I had a point and shoot like Christian. Christian was smart. He had a point and shoot. I had a heavy ass film camera. But the lighting in the woods, so nice. Just like breathing in fresh air. Didn't you take your medium format? No, I didn't take medium format. I only took 35mm. If I took medium format, that would have been too much. Okay, yeah, the snow's more evident here. Like, oh, you see these white patches? That's snow. Where's some other stuff? Oh, this was our gang. The other side of the lake. I kind of like how this shot came out too. The flash is a little, I should maybe lower the flash. Kind of like this shot. Yeah. I want to go backpacking now. Yeah, I definitely want to go at least twice or 3 times a year. Or backpacking / camping. I genuinely enjoy both. Okay. Nope, did that wrong. How was the sleeping pad? I hate them. What do you mean sleeping pad? No, this is stuck. That's wrong. Why is this copper plate giving me more trouble? There is an order you need to follow for this. Hold on. So you need to push this to the top piece first. Romeo Giggle Toes, hello. This is the new Neko desk mats, both of them, available for pre-order off Monokei. Fight Tofu, thanks for the Prime sub. Jay Brucifer, long time no see. Seeing some old names in here. Hope you're well. I'm doing good. Hope you've been good too. Okay, let's reinstall the keycaps. Have you tried Jollibee? Yes, I have. I've only tried it once in my life though. Hair looking sharp as hell, thank you. Why do you keep revoking your initiation into the 40s gang? What do you mean? Revoke? Why do I keep revoking my what? I will build my first ever custom keyboard in the next few weeks. Thank you for your content. I learned a lot, still learning. No problem. Hope it goes smoothly. ZXCVV. Oh. By the way, your boy got a new job. I'm now a validation engineer. Ooh, congrats on a new job. If you use GMK as a daily driver, how long does it take to see shine everywhere normally? It depends on your fingers. Yeah, just because you use it the same amount doesn't mean it's going to shine the same amount. It depends on your fingers. Depends on your typing habits. Can't really say, but you can see shine relatively quickly. Los Angeles or Orange County now that you've lived in both? Ooh, depends. I'd probably choose Orange County to retire in. In my 20s, I definitely like living in LA much more. I don't know, well, I mean LA feels that way too, but I think more so Orange County feels very homogenous. If the main group of people you're hanging out with. Okay, well, as an Asian, Orange County feels extremely homogenous, is what I should say. You get that to a degree in LA too, but I think it's a little less. Do you say boba or bubble tea? I say boba. Get black on white and they be shiny? Yeah. What is Taeha type's daily driver? If you type an exclamation command, it tells you whatever my daily driver is at the time. What country would you like to visit when the world reopens? Ooh, I do want to travel. I don't know if I have a ranking though. I haven't really researched. But I guess off the top of my head, Japan's pretty high up. in terms of countries I want to visit. Italy seems cool. Ooh, New Zealand. I'd like to go to Iceland. Iceland's on a ticking bomb, on a time bomb. Where else? What other countries? Singapore? I definitely want to visit or like do an Asia tour. Any country with good food is my priority. I'd love to go to China. China has good food too. Singapore. Oh, Taiwan. Jilly or Nathan, hello. I heard Indonesia has good food. Yeah, I heard Indonesia has good and cheap food. I want to go to India too. I love Indian cuisine. Iceland is so beautiful. Yeah, I would definitely like to backpack in Iceland. We have so many hiking tracks in New Zealand. Ooh. Vietnam, yeah. Malaysia? I definitely need to go to Malaysia one day. I mean, there's a keyboard community there. There's some prominent designers there. I would like to go to a Malaysia keyboard meetup at the minimum. Ever been to Australia? Ooh, Australia. I would like to also visit Australia. Never been. I haven't traveled much, if at all, my whole life. Only countries I've been to are Korea and America. I haven't even been to Mexico or Canada, which are like bordering the US. I legit have not. I didn't have the luxury of traveling growing up. Yeah. Okay, so this is built with the copper plate now. Let's do another round of casino. Vancouver, I heard Vancouver has amazing scenery and backpacking trails. Gosh. Oh no, I can do this. Prediction. Choose outcome. Wow, 10% believed. Farthest I've gone is Reno. I've never even been to Reno. I think no, I have been to Seattle. Seattle's probably the northernmost point I've been to on the West Coast. Okay, let's start one more prediction. And we'll do the typing test of this. Copper makes me hard but tarnishes fast. That is true. Oh. Damn it. What about this? Nice. LPF Stewie, thank you for the 1 year. Pudsy, welcome back for 30 months. How are you doing? Why are you awake, Pudsy? Oh, actually, it's not that late for you. Okay, casino is almost over. How many miles was your backpacking hike? It was 18 miles. Okay, here we go. Same exact build, just with a copper plate this time. And this is what this sounds like. You know what this is? I don't know, something about this is so claustrophobic. Like not knowing there's no numbers that there's no more keys after here, it throws me off. Oh my goodness, you kidding me? I could have, this might have been a, if I didn't choke, this could have, I was holding 165. Oh my god. Yeah, the start was good. The start was good. Not being able to backspace also throws me off. This is just the one new backspace. But this sounds nice. Even with a copper plate. There's no difference to the alphas? No, I would say there's 100% a difference in sound. This definitely sounds way brighter. Or not brighter, but... I mean, I guess brighter. I would say this for sure sounds different. But considering it's copper, I'm generally not a fan of copper, but this sounds very nice. Crispy? What is a crispy? Oh, okay, crispy, yeah. Refreshing. Yeah, I think home roll definitely sounds different. No, not crusty, crispy. No crusty, bro. Not crusty, not crusty. Yeah, even the mods sound good. It's definitely clacky, but it's not a harsh clack, you know. Sounds like something's popping. It's a satisfying pop. Okay. I think I do like the polycarbonate plate better though. With the copper, definitely less bounce. It's definitely firmer bottom out. But it's still pretty comfortable. That might be because I don't have the exact gasket. Yeah, I think the compression's not right. Like that USB port, I'm pretty sure with the production unit and with the right gaskets, it should be definitely more flush. Yeah, so it's probably the compression amount isn't what was intended. But overall, very nice. So this keyboard, you can purchase currently. The link is, oh no, the wrong command. Link is in the build command. It is a little pricey, I will have to say. Given how small this keyboard is, this is on the pricier side, but we're talking about vendors and designers that have kind of been around for a while, I feel like. I mean, Miss Elaine's been around for a while. The people behind Monokei. Monokei as a brand, they're fairly new, but I know the people behind them, they're pretty OG veterans. At least the one of the team. I don't know the full team members, but it is a little pricey considering what it is, but I think the quality is nice. The typing feel and sound, I like it as well. They have nice colors. Like these colors are really nice. Oh, that's a nice Bluetooth. It's 500 Singaporean dollars. This is not USD, this is SGD. This is SGD, not USD. Keep that in mind. You will need to convert to your respective currency. Yeah. What switches? Creampacas. They're all in the build command. There are regional vendors, and once again, there's also accessories. You can get keycaps and the 2 desk mats that we showed off. This is so unfortunate that they don't have a big desk mat for this. They should have made this the big desk mat, but they made it the small desk mat. Yeah, but 2 different desk mats. If you order these separately, they will ship first. I don't know why you would, but my personal recommendation is you combine it with your keyboard order so you don't pay shipping twice. I remember when I thought I didn't need a number row. Yeah, the desk mats are definitely cute. I like it. as a cat owner or owner of multiple cats, I like this theme a lot. Yeah, very cute. This was, I don't know if this time has passed. It might have been live, but you have until September 10th to join in on this pre-order. No, you had to separate the orders? No. And it does have solder and hot swap. Yeah. As a cat father of 3, I approve. Yeah, no, this definitely did the Neko theme justice. 3 Leaf, thanks for the 11 months. Alright. That is it for today's build. Anything else you guys would like me to do to the Neko? It says you have to separate it, does it? No, you don't have to. They're just saying desk mats and Keycaps can be purchased separately. Oh, you have to separate? Okay, they didn't tell me it was mandatory. They just said it was an option. Let me check my email. Where does it say you must separately order? Check the website. I am on the website. Said in the Discord? Oh. Okay, I'm not in their Discord. I'm not under Discord. Please do not combine these items with your Neko kit as they will be fulfilled earlier. Okay, that's not what it said in my email with them. But if that's what they said on their Discord, go off their Discord. That's much more real time. Okay. I've been on some budget builds starting out. What's a good mid-tier build for a 60 to 75%? I'm thinking something from KBD Fans. KBD Fans has a D60 Lite right now. I think that's the only new 60%. They have the Odin running, which is a compact. But yeah, you can definitely go KBD Fans. KBD Fans, their inventory has drastically changed. I don't know how long you've been gone, if you've been gone, but yo, Jared, what's up? Wait, Jared, you're not VIP? Hold on, let me VIP you. JL, crap, how do I type in number? How is Hawaii, man? Am I seeing you tomorrow? Are you coming out for Caroline's thing? I guess we can talk then. How have you been? What time does BTMC? Oh, let me check the time. I will be with Mr. BTMC. Assuming no delays, stream will start at 1 p.m. Is there a difference between hot swap and soldered in terms of feel, sound, etc., ease of use? No. Hot swap and soldered, you won't really feel a difference in, there is no difference in feel or sound. It's just ease of installation. Exo the Child, thanks for the Prime sub. Sarjon, thanks for the host. Thank you. You gonna run out of VIPs? I might run out of VIPs. We'll see. I remember a while back you had your chopper cable on your keyboard cable. Do you remember where you purchased it from? I didn't purchase it. I was gifted it from a friend. I am not sure where they bought it from though. What's your favorite board in the $600 range? That's interesting. $600 range. You know, it might still just be a Jane V2. Jane V2's around there for retail. 600. Yeah. Can you show the butt again? Yes, I can show the butt. This is the Neko butt. Dude, if this had underglow on the polycarbonate, that would look really nice. Yeah, this is cat themed. Neko. Pre-order is live as of now, I believe. Neko's so cute, yeah. I also miss my cats. I left my cats at my parents' place because of the backpacking trip. I still haven't picked them up. Yeah, is that a copper weight? This is. It's very thin though. We weighed the board. This whole build came out to, oh, just kidding. With the copper plate, let's see, we didn't do it with the copper plate. With the polycarbonate plate, it was 700 grams. This is 1 pound, 12.9 ounces. Okay, so it looks like the copper plate adds an extra 121 grams. Is there a Neko engraving on this one? There's no actual Neko work. Oh, wait! There's more! Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, there is. I completely missed this. I'm gonna guess that says Neko in Japanese. Wow, that's subtle. It's so hard to catch on the polycarbonate. But it does have Neko written there. Wait, what other Easter eggs are there? There's nothing here. Anything here? No. Yeah, and then this is the Neko. This is the cat. And then the weight, internally, it had Monokei's logo and Singa's logo. That is it. Ooh. Engraving on polycarb? Yeah, this is definitely an engraving. That's really cool. I only noticed it because I like rubbed my fingers and I felt it. That's very nice. Yeah, no visible screws. And I guess technically seamless as well. There's 4 screws that hold the top and bottom pieces together, which you can access via removing the keycaps. I just realized the Neko is winking. No, I don't think it's winking. It looks like... Which of these is it? No, the eyes just look like this. It actually kind of looks sad. In some of the poses, it looks like the cat's sad. Yeah. Oh, it's sleeping. Okay, there you go. It's sleeping. That makes more sense. Yeah, it's sleeping. Mechaland. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Yeah, I like this. I mean, I've liked the Tomo. I didn't try the Hidari, but Monokei does good stuff. Singa does good stuff. You guys already know I'm a fan. We've built many Singa boards and Monokei boards on this stream. Yeah, once again, it is on the pricier end, but you are paying for the security and branding aspect of it. One last typing test. We do one more typing test. Mr. Bouncy, hello. Or should I show more footage? Are we done with the board? Should I show more footage? Do you guys want to check out interest checks? Oh, it's not even 11 yet. JK Keeves, hello. Fine, I'll do one more. Typing test. Oh crap. Since there are some newcomers. This is with the copper plate. We did do the polycarbonate typing test earlier on the stream, so you can check the VOD for that. Here we go. Oh my goodness, I can't type on this. Yes, I swear it's the psychological thing. It feels cramped. It makes my fingers feel funny in a non-visible way. Let's not talk about it. 40% board for 40% desk mat? True? Does it have a slightly higher front height? Than normal? I'm not bothered by front height as much anymore since I hover type now. Let's compare this with the K. If we do this. Oh yeah, there is a slight increase in front height, I want to say. Yeah, there's a slight increase over the K, it seems. I couldn't tell you the millimeters though. But yeah, I'm a hover typist, so I'm not as bothered by front height anymore. Could impact typing feel, the higher front height? Yeah, definitely could. Opinion on GWK lavenders? I like them. I've built 2 or 3 boards with them now. They seem pretty nice. I would still definitely film them. You could use lavender stock if you're lazy or don't want to deal with lubing. I would still lube and film them though. But as a stock switch, they're pretty nice. Okay. Looks like no more interest in the Neko. Anything else that you guys would like to see with the Neko? Have you tried Aqua switches? I have not. Thoughts on budget switches? What do you mean thoughts on budget switches? Budget switches are nice. Nothing wrong with budget switches. I don't know what you mean by thoughts on budget switches. When do you film and when do you don't? That's an interesting question. I don't have a set schedule. I feel like you do it when you can. When you have things to film, you film. This or Equinox? I haven't tried Equinox. Haven't tried it. Oh my, Kimchi Keys. Thank you so much for the bits. Thoughts on bobas? Thoughts on my bobas? Okay, let's see this guy's bobas. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. But I mean, I don't know what's contributing to that sound. Your mic seems like it's in an awkward place though. Is that centered? Above your mic? I mean, above your keyboard? Or is it off to the side? I mean, it's not the end of the world. Oh, it sounds really nice. The perfect thought. Is this the perfect thought? What would my perfect thought be? I wouldn't say it's my perfect thought, but I don't know. I can't pinpoint it. Perfect thought, it's one of those things where you have to, you know when you hear it. Topra? Yeah, Topra is perfect thought, I guess. I can't trust any video, the sound is always off. Well, I mean, you can't really trust any video on YouTube. Yeah. Like, I have no idea how they recorded this. I mean, their typing seems very different from my style too. Well, actually, no, they had multiple faster typing. Oh, okay, they got the finger cracks going. Okay, once you start typing faster, I wouldn't say this is perfect stock. This definitely sounds like a... Yeah, this is very different from what Topra sounds like. This sounds closer to BKE domes maybe, which I'm not a fan of personally. Some people like BKE domes. I don't, but I prefer stock Topra sound. Not stock, but stock domes. The sound of stock domes. Well, I mean, this still sounds really nice. I do have some boba switches. I just haven't gotten around to lubing it yet. Yeah. But nice video. 45 gram plus lube, yeah. Although I am interested in trying 35 gram domes. I wonder if Topra ever made 35. I'll subscribe to Kimchi Keys. Is this their only video? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have subscribed. They only have this one video. It's okay. Have you tried Okamochi switches? Did I? I forget. I might have. I forget. Yeah. Become one with cup rubber. Yeah. Sorb foam guide for HHKB when? I don't know if I want to remove the plastic wrap that prevents it from sticking. I don't know what kind of guide you're looking for. Oh, I have a picture. Hold on, let me find the picture. There is an old picture of me. Crap. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think it deserves a tutorial. I mean, it's pretty common. It's not hard to install foam. It's just common sense. You just put foam in there. Let me see if I can find the picture for you from... What? Why is it not finding me? What? Oh no, now that we have to... I can't find it. Deskeys has 35. I know, that's what I'm saying. Deskeys has... I saw Deskeys has 35 gram domes. I haven't tried it, so we'll see. Because I've seen people who said they regret removing the plastic wrap as it sticks easily, but I don't know if that affects the sound. Having the plastic wrap probably does affect the sound, but I don't know how much. It's not really worth it to consider. If you don't want to deal with the stickiness, it will get sticky if you leave it in there. You could leave it on. I don't think you're gonna notice a difference with it on or off though, but there probably is some small marginal difference. Thoughts on Rama Keycaps? Ooh, I did order my set. I got the soya one. Haven't tried it though, so I can't really say. Did I miss it, or are we just getting started? You are 2.5 hours late, Rooster. Aluminum versus brass, which do you prefer? Aluminum. Was yours with without the plastic wrap? On my HHKB, I believe I did remove the plastic wrap. Do I regret it? I mean, it does get sticky. I haven't opened it up in years though. I don't know how bad the stickiness has gotten. Which color Neko would you go for personally? I'd probably get the pink. The pink looks really nice. Will you get a Maja V2 Proto from KBD fans? I haven't been told about the Maja V2. I am being sent... crap. Their recent board did really well on Instagram. That crazy looking one. Not crazy, but it looks pretty nice. Where is it? Phase 1. I'm being sent the Phase 1 65. This one. This one looks pretty sick. Should I get a Kara Rama? Yeah. I like it. Hello, am I late to the build? Yes, you're very late. Build is done. Are you getting an Odin? I don't know if I've been told that I'm being sent an Odin. The only one that's confirmed is the phase 1. Rama is notorious for their long delivery periods. You can say that about any keyboard company at the moment. It's not a Rama thing. Where did you get that fire shirt? This is merch from Elliot Choi. He's another content creator. He makes vlogs on YouTube. This is his merch. Yeah, keyboards in general are long. It's not a Rama thing. Oh, yes, let's react to NovelKeys' update video. I forgot, that's what we're gonna do. He posted it on the Discord. Hold on. Let's see. Mr. Big Mike.
Hey everybody, it's Mike again here at NovelKeys with Updates with Mike. I wanted to go over some of our latest updates. First thing is I want to talk about mute jades. They're a little bit delayed. Production is taking longer because of the new process of how the click bar actually hits the dampening pad, but we're hoping to now have these in stock in October. One of the biggest news that we have to share is that our website is going to be shutting down on August 28th and it's going to reopen September 3rd. The new site will hopefully give clear timelines for any existing pre-orders, and will also give clear timelines of when items are going to be restocked. Now those notifications and alerts are going to be directly on the product card and on the product page. Also during this time, our support will be very limited, so please bear with us. It's going to take us a little bit longer to respond to our support messages. And finally with this, you'll notice that we're going to transition from .xyz to .com, which is pretty exciting to finally get the .com domain. The next thing I want to talk about is cream switches. So for the launch of the new website, we're going to have these blue cream switches, which we're labeling the Launch Blue creams. These are similar to how the Nolivs were. They have a 50 gram actuation and a 63.5 gram bottom out. They're going to be limited stock when the website goes up. The next switch, which will follow that, is going to be the Cream Tactile. This is a brand new tactile switch within the Cream series, and it's going to be replacing our Cream Blueberries. More information on those later on. So in our last video, we talked about having more in-stock sets. And up here, I have 3 sets that are going to be in stock very soon. The first set is going to be our license set.
Or not the Heisenberg. I know of the Heisenberg
here
one,
on the NK87 entry edition. Shortly following that, probably in October, November, we're going to have Sand and Stone come in stock. And these are die sub PBT sets. Heisenberg is set to launch for $125, and it's going to have a pretty huge kit. And then very good coverage kits for Sand and Stone are going to be $85. The NK87 aluminum edition is fully complete and in transit to NovelKeys. Now it's going to take about 45 days for it to arrive to us, and that's if everything clears customs quickly. As a heads up, we've changed all the plate mount stabilizers to screw-in stabilizers for the boards. They'll still be compatible with plate mount, but we wanted to give everyone the screw-in stabilizers just as it comes stock.
Oh wait, you can see the packaging on the side here. I didn't realize that's the packaging.
The NK87 entry edition is fully approved, and we've started manufacturing this, and this will be an in-stock sale. More on that later. We're hoping October, November timeline for that. The NK65 Olivia edition, resin shortages have severely impacted Signature Plastics. Our case, switches are all complete, but the keycaps are taking a little bit longer. We don't have a solid timeline on that yet, but we're hoping October, November to get those shipped out to you guys. Speaking of NK65s, the entry editions are also almost completed production, and currently right now we're just going to be restocking the purple, beige, Bloomin', frost, and smoke. Other colors right now may not be restocked. I wanted to talk a little bit about GMK and their timelines. Right now, timelines are severely delayed. We all see that. GMK was severely impacted by COVID, from shutdowns in Germany to now the resin shortages that they're seeing. Sets are delayed months upon months from the original ship date. However, We've been in very close conversation with GMK, and we are very positive that they will be reducing these timelines pretty quickly. And we've actually already seen that. Within a month, we've now had 3 sets shipped to us. Bushido, Midnight Rainbow, and Boneyard have all shipped within a span of a month. And we're also hearing that other sets are getting ready to ship.
Oh, I didn't know. I wasn't a part of Bushido.
So GMK will be back online, I believe, in 2022 with pretty good timelines.
Decades upon
The
decades.
keyboard meetup sold out. We encourage that everyone who bought a ticket, please be fully vaccinated. COVID is still an issue, and we want to make sure
I
we
think
are as safe as
Pfizer
possible
got
with that.
approved, right?
We're going to be closely following the mandates in our area, so please bring a mask because masks may be mandated, and we will keep you up to date on what our local mandates are. Along with the keyboard meetup,
Ooh, Grace, hello.
we had
FDA
the
approved. Yeah, I
NovelKeys
thought I read
Experience
it
breakout
on the
session.
news.
That sold out a lot quicker than we thought. So next year we hope to have a little bit more room for that. One of the games that we are working on will be able to be demoed at the NovelKeys Experience. So we've gotten a lot of messages about the Key Cult Metropolis #2 TKL. This is still in the works. Right now, Key Cult just bought a new machine and they're calibrating that. So as they ramp that up, we should be able to have some more information about the Metropolis #2. Bear with us on that. We're pretty excited about that. From what we've worked with at the guys at Key Cult, it should look awesome. We've also received feedback on the format of this video, people wanting more close-up shots. We're working on how we're going to do that.
We should leave feedback on this video.
We may do like more in-depth product reviews so we can have like close-ups and pans of the shots, but that's not full.
Wait, Mike? Oh, this is not how you timestamp. He needs to get rid of. I'll tell him.
fully figured out just yet. And also, people have asked about captions. We're looking into that. I don't have an answer on that yet, and I'm really sorry that we don't have captions figured out yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
All right. Oh shoot, that's a lot. Okay, let's do some market research for NovelKeys. Do you guys like these update videos? Let's say over like Discord announcements. Do you guys prefer these update videos over Discord announcements? Wow, that's a hard yes. Interesting. I was expecting some no's, just unanimous yes. I want both. Okay. These updates are cool though. It's very cute. It's cute that it's also very cool that Mike's doing it himself. Like, this man is the CEO of NovelKeys, and he takes the time to sit down and give updates himself personally. That's pretty cool. Nice business culture. Let's read the comments. Best ending to a YouTube. Oh, I should upvote myself. What? Wait, did I miss an ending? Oh, I missed the ending. Does NovelKeys have Discord? They do not. The ending was pretty cute. Thank you for the updates. Really focusing. Thank you for the update. Nice update. Wow, a lot of PBT Notion. More dog, please. My #1 favorite keyboard company. What? How did I move down here? Wait, what? I'm on here twice? I'm here with 1 upvote. And how am I down here with 7 upvotes? What the? Okay, comments are pretty tame though. Nice. I was sad to miss out on PBT Notion. I feel like there's a good chance PBT Notion probably comes back. I don't speak for Mr. Beep and NovelKeys, but I feel like it'll probably come back. I replied in Whisper, sorry I replied, wait, no worries. Bad coding, yeah. Okay. Thought there'd be some sus ones about GMK wait times, yeah. I was expecting some troll comment, but there was not. Okay, anything else? Anything else? That you guys would like me to... I'm guessing you guys are already over. The Neko. How am I still awake? You should go to sleep. Are you gonna make a podcast? Yes, I'm still brainstorming with my potential co-host, but nothing. Go to sleep. Okay, I think this is probably a good place to end the stream then. Let's see who is live. Once again, I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I will be on BTMC's stream at 1 p.m. Okay, who is live? What boots, hiking shoes did you buy for your trip? Oh, the shoes I got, I think the brand was called Merrill. They weren't really hiking. I mean, they are hiking boots, but it was relatively... It's probably one of these. I think it's the first. Yeah, I think I got the first one. This one. Okay. Would you guys like to watch? A just chatting streamer? Dead by Daylight? Apex? Minecraft? TFT? Or a game store owner? Good night all. 10 peaches, have a good night. Will Perry ever make KHDD public? I don't think Perry will make KHDD public. TFT, show board one more time. This is the board. Have you played Valorant recently? I have not. Let us raid. I'll just make executive decision today. Ooh, what is she doing? Let's give my friend. I don't know if I've rated her ever actually. She's a friend I met through Twitch. Lit Ari. She's pretty funny. She's doing a giveaway. She's giving away some Intel products, I guess. You guys know the drill. It's our first time rating her. So we got a... Oh, crap. No, wrong spam. We're gonna spam this in their chat. Hopefully we don't get banned. Why? Oh, I still have movie as a command. Oh no. When you're halfway through the subathon VOD, has the subathon VOD even processed? Like the M6 prices just keep going up. I don't think they're ever gonna go down, people, Danny. Like even just disregarding film, like Leica as a brand, I don't think. Yeah, I mean it's like one of the classic Leica products. I don't know if they're gonna go down. That was my thought. That was how I justified buying it. Like, I don't think it's gonna go down much more at this point, if at all. Leica keeps value, yeah. Leica as a brand, it's like, it's heirloom level. People will keep it to pass it on for generations. How many sessions did it take to get your hair to that color? This was after 3 bleaches.